Let's see. Good intro. Oh yeah, so that's what I was gonna do. I hate when I do that shit.
What?
When like I'm gonna go to my phone and look some shit up,
Oh, yeah.
and then I forget what I was doing. I'm like, fuck. Got the attention span of a damn TikTok kid.
You are a TikToker.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
What'd you say?
Big loud boy.
Rum boy. Okay, well then let's wrap up the week then. Should we just talk about Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de drinko.
Cinco de drinko. We can talk about. I think we just go on a little tangent on Cinco de Mayo. Just talk about it. And
Our uninformed opinion.
yeah. And then
Ándale. ¿Qué hora las a mí? Te voy a dar un vergazo.
What's up, everybody?
How are you guys doing?
Welcome to Mariachi Podcast. Did it again. CharroBeans, a Mariachi podcast.
Just go with the flow, Sammy.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think I'm just phased out a little bit, you know, like
Que estás viejo, güey. Ya.
I've been going through it, you know.
Ya no carburas.
Huh?
Ya no carburas, güey.
What does that mean?
Like, you don't process the same. Like,
Maybe. It's the end of the year. Well, school year, if I have to say that so myself. It's the end of the school year. I think I'm running kind of on autopilot right now. I'm just kind of like cruising. I got 3 weeks left of school, and after that, I'm indisposed.
nice.
I'm as bad. I'm like as bit as useful as a fucking tire iron. I'm just chilling on the side of the house until you need me. You know what I mean? Like,
It's good to have, though. I mean,
no, exactly.
You know?
Like, if you call me up, I'll be like, ¿qué horas?
you're like, I guess.
¿A qué hora? ¿Cuál traje? No quiero ir. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's just been a whirlwind of emotions leading up to today. We're on episode 129 of CharroBeans podcast, and we're here to deliver all the laughs and all the cries and all the blood and the sweat and the tears.
Okay. I know we're like a sports team, bro. We're just...
Yeah, we're right now. Actually, speaking about sports, Dallas sports are going up right now. It's a good time to be a Mavs fan. A good time to be a Stars fan. Yeah, the Rangers just won the World Series. It's kind of horrible if you're a Cowboys fan though.
Wasn't that last year?
They're just trash, huh?
Yeah.
No, yeah, but we're still the defending champions.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the way it works.
Until this season ends. Yeah.
Until this season ends and there's a new champion, or unless we go back to back. But I mean, that's kind of the cutoff. We're still the defending champions. So.
I don't know what that reminds me. You owe me $100.
Why?
Remember on Saturday you were saying que...
That's dumb.
Well, bitch, you're the one I wanted to bet.
It's because I was very
What
sure.
song was it? And I Love Her?
And I Love Her by the
Right?
Beatles. Yeah.
Because it starts in E, then it goes to F.
It's because
but
I didn't remember that.
it
Yeah,
ends-
during the
it-
solo, it changes keys and then it does.
And
in
I
the
kept
D.
telling him like it ends in D major. Or well, it ends in the D major chord.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Estás bien pendejo, quién sabe qué,
And I was
I'm like, wait.
Good
You,
place, good.
and then you were like, bet. I'm like, bet $100. And
No,
you're,
but
and you were
while
like,
we were
huh?
shaking, you said 100.
Well, because we didn't make it like a bet.
Oh.
We had to say something.
I was just very confident in my answer.
I know. And I was like...
And then right after it, I was like, oh, shit.
No es con quién te metes, güey. Like,
See, wait. No, I don't know.
but
No,
yeah,
that's a good
you owe
time,
me
man.
$100.
Yeah. What does that have to do with
Cuando
sports?
quieras. I don't know.
What the fuck?
But it just reminded me of it. 'Cause,
No, dude. No, it's a good time to be a Dallas sports fan, DFW. I hope the Mavs. But I mean, I don't want to say, like, I support the Mavs. I support the Stars. I can't say I'm a full-fledged fan. I don't know who's on the team other than Luka and Kyrie.
Luka looks like
Tyler
Saul.
Sagan on the Stars. Huh?
Luka looks like Saul.
Kind of. Yeah, he kind of does look like a white boy, foreign country. No, Saul's American, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks white. He passes as white.
Yeah.
He's got that, like, white boy swag.
Yeah.
You could just tell that he's got a good credit score, kind of shit like that. And
He was born and he started out like at 750, you know?
you know, it's all downhill from there. Like, if you make the wrong decisions, like, but like when you're born and you're born white, you just have great credit. You get pre-approved for most things. You could walk in a rent a center and
People tell you good morning, bro.
huh?
People tell you good morning.
True. People are nicer to you.
People
I think.
smiles at you like when you're walking by. It's just like,
Is that what you get since you're white complected? I feel like you'd have to be like clean shaven though.
Yeah.
You look a little
you have to look friendly.
Yeah, you look a little bit more dangerous with the beard.
Thank you.
No, yeah, because I mean, I think if I took this off, like if I took this little whatever the fuck this is, I would just look like an ass cheek. Like it just wouldn't. It's like very.
So like spanking you, it's just like
yeah,
like right up there.
It just doesn't have that same look. I don't know. It's I don't know. I feel dangerous when I'm walking around sometimes, even though I'm not, because I'm too short to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked how you agree. You fucking dick.
It's because to me you are like you told me like ¿Qué hoy nos peleamos? I'm like, oh, mira esta cosita. I'm like,
And I'm like,
and I'm like,
let me at him.
and I'm like,
And it's like me like uppies.
yeah. You're sweating. I'm just like,
See you. Nah, yeah. That's enough rag talk on me. Whatever.
you're so roast, bro. Welcome to your roast.
That'd be a good idea, right? Just to roast each other. Roasts are hard, bro. Because like if it's a full on roast, and we're just talking about the Tom Brady thing, right now there's some videos on my TikTok of Tom Brady getting roasted. But I feel like in a roasted, no te puedes. You can't get mad because it's a roast. Like the whole point of a roast is for you to be like, they know every aspect of your life and they know anything and everything that will be like made fun of, and you just got to be like, I got to be there to take it, and you know it's humor, they're jokes, right? But like you couldn't do that con alguien como que no se lleva, you know, like it's someone that just gets mad at something you might say, you know, like, or someone that's insecure.
Well, I wouldn't get mad, but I would get like very embarrassed because I know like you guys have seen me at a pretty low points in my life, you know. So like I feel like you guys just bring that up and I'd be like, sí cierto. I'd be like, sí cierto, you know.
I would just be like,
un poquito, I'd be like,
I know. I just be like, man, okay, sí sé, you know, like I know what you. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if people knew everything, I can't really say anything. It's just like, all right.
He's like, no, pussy. Yeah,
you gotta take it.
I have a drinking problem. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Crooked teeth. Yeah. Crooked teeth. Yeah. I know. Thank you.
You're writing my material for me, bro.
I know. I'm like, good one, bro.
Yeah. Good one. Todo llorando and shit.
Who was it?
Huh?
For one of my classes, we're like learning how to like do like certain drills, right?
What do you mean drills?
Like movement drills.
Okay.
Right? And then my professor, like, she likes to do this thing where like we all do it like once, and then we kind of like critique each other, or like, you know, like learn how to watch someone, right?
All right.
And I did it, and she was just like, Victor like reminds me of those athletes that are like Legos, because apparently like my whole like this part is really stiff, so it doesn't like move around much. It stays like straight. Okay. She was just like, you remember like I always have one person that's like that. Like I call them like Lego persons.
I always have one dumbass.
Yeah,
doesn't know how to fucking move.
Yeah, and I remember I was just like going, like, you know, like ¿qué te voy a decir, you know? I'm like, I'm sure you're right.
Yeah,
but
just beat up your professor and like, hey, jefa, ¿sabes qué?
I'm like, cámara, eh?
Yeah, what does that guy say in that one podcast? He's like, no, si vamos a estar así, todos vamos a valer verga.
O sea, pues vamos para afuera. O sea,
vamos para afuera.
Que nos damos unos pinches, what do you say?
Like, vamos al patio.
Otros kilazos, dice like...
I don't know. He's saying some real bean,
yeah,
bean
but
shit.
He's like, nos vamos afuera, quién sabe qué.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
The guy's like, sáquenlo.
I just love how he's like, he doesn't really talk to him. He just like talks to the guy behind the camera. He's like, me dice que esto era buena onda, güey. Like, ¿qué pasó? You know?
How you gonna go to a podcast and then get mad at like you agree to the things that, you know, usually like when we talk to our guests too, we're like, you know, we can talk about anything, you know. Oh no, like Mario was just like, no, ahí disparen lo que ustedes quieren.
But I kept like, because they like that example that the one on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Like, the guy had a good point. He's like, I asked you before, like, what do you want to talk about? Que te incomoda, you know? Yeah. And apparently he said, like, no, like, it all goes, right?
Yeah.
But then he got upset when he brought up, like, X
something,
cosa.
X cosa, yeah.
So, like, that, I think I was very insistent with Mario. I was like, ¿estás seguro? Like, nomás, like, think about it, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like, lo que sea. And then...
Or like, bet.
Yeah. And he was cool. Like,
no, yeah, he was cool. Yeah.
But I think we have had one or two that were like, hey, like, don't bring this up. Like,
we're like, okay.
Like,
so how you feel?
yeah, first thing. So, like,
First
yeah,
thing.
welcome to the show. So, ¿qué piensas de la política en México? You know?
Just get her riled up. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, so this podcast, since we do mariachi, we just celebrated because Mexicans love to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Bro.
What?
Yeah.
The hell?
I'm sorry. I'm tired. We celebrated Mexico's Independence Day.
We did.
You know, Viva Mexico.
I felt very patriotic the whole weekend. You know, like
after you said that, our trajes with the Mexican colors look like cupcakes.
huh?
You said we look like
So we have these red, green, and white trajes, and I said that they look not like cupcakes. They there's a Christmas version of zebra cakes.
Yeah.
Right? And these zebra cakes, instead of like the little circle, they turn into little Christmas trees. And they're sprinkled with red and green, what are they called? Like sprinkles or whatever.
Yeah.
So like ever since I saw our new trajes that were the white with the Mexico, I was like, bro, we look like those zebra cakes, like the Christmas ones.
Yeah, so like I get like a sweet tooth with that traje. Like I don't know, like I feel like when I get like something sweet, like when we start up a gas station.
A little snacky snack.
Yeah. Snickers or something. I'm just like.
For some reason, I like those more too. The Christmas tree ones more than the zebra cakes. I don't really zebra cakes are like but whenever that thing turns into a Christmas tree, I'm like, ooey. You know, so I like getting one. Anyway, so yeah, we celebrated. We as all Mexicans celebrate. I think we just what do you do?
No Mexican celebrator, bro.
What are you talking about? It's like a national holiday in Mexico.
We played at 2 restaurants.
Well then, okay. We celebrated here. Do you think it's just like to make money?
Yeah,
like, right. That's what it is.
Like they have U.S. has no reason to celebrate one battle.
For real, they hate Mexicans. Sometimes.
Exactly.
I say sometimes because not all the time. They love Mexican
food. They love
Mexican. They
love Mexican stuff. Not the
Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Not Mexicans.
Yeah. They love the tacos. They love the tequila.
They really do, man. Dude, have you ever met like a straight up white person that loves Mexican stuff?
Yeah.
All the time. Like
I go to too, bro. Like
they're just like, oh, bro, I love tacos, or like, oh man, you have no idea, I love tequila,
bro.
Like,
all of my classmates at UNT, they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go to Fry Street to get some margaritas or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, sounds nice. He's like, like get some tacos later.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like get some Mexican food. I'm like, oh, Taco Bell, yeah, that sounds bomb.
Taco Bell smacks though, you know, like it feels good going down and out, you know, like it just feels amazing. It cleans you out. Clean me out.
I'll clean you out.
It's just got fiber in there. It's probably loaded with fiber. That's what it is.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. As a nutrition expert, that I just consulted on nutrition experts.
You know the meat is the meat they use for dog food.
Hell yeah, buddy.
That's why it's so good.
Yeah. That means he's got a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
But we played at this restaurant called The Mexican.
Right? Oh, we're just gonna go straight into that.
Yeah, because we're already talking about it.
Yeah, I guess so. We played at The Mexican.
So Friday and Mayo, what the fuck, and Sunday.
Friday and Sunday.
We played at this restaurant called The Mexican, which had the only Mexican thing there were the workers, bro. Like everybody was there, like celebrating, especially on Sunday, right? You're sure they were like the staff had like red, white, and green decorations like on their hair or like stuff.
Oh, the host girl or
the hostess were dressed like that.
They were wearing the Mexican shirts with the hilo and shit, you know, like so they dressed the part for that day. Like I want to know the story behind that restaurant because look, it's honestly, like it's super high end. Like when I say high end is like when I looked it up, like I looked it up.
There was like a McLaren outside, bro. Like
they had McLaren there. They had Mercedes,
BMW,
what are they called?
Audis,
B class. What are they called?
I'm not that rich to know.
A Benz? No.
I'm just glad we drove
G-Wagon.
Oh yeah.
G-Wagon, that's what it is. They had a G-Wagon in the front. That shit's expensive, bro. And it was funny because like so you know how you go there and it's straight up valet. Like you can't park your car. Like so when we pulled up in the van, Like on Friday when we showed up, we pulled up in the van and then like they opened the doors.
Yeah.
Like they opened the door for you, I guess to like feel fancy. You know, you walk out like, oh, how you doing, sir?
Bro, I
How
felt
you
like
doing, man?
so violated because I wasn't like fully dressed up. Like I think I had like my jacket on my lap and like my vest was like unbuttoned.
Yeah.
I think I was putting on my moño, and then he opened the door, and I just wanted to be like, oh, like like have some respect, bro. Like it did feel like you know, it felt very weird.
It's funny because like it's because our van has like heavy tint in the back, so like where we sit in the back, as soon as you open the doors, like ours are like double doors, right? So you open the doors and they swing out like this,
Yeah.
and the first thing you see is like my row. And I'm at the end of the row. And then it's like your row and then like the mics all the way in the back. But the first thing you see when you open is like, you know, a person. And it's me. And I'm like, what up? You know, so when you can't look inside the van, so I could see the guy coming up, like walking up to the doors. So I'm like, oh shit, because I'm like I wasn't like fully dressed. I had my vest, it's all open, you know, like yes, okay, these pants fit me. Like the other ones that don't fit me, like I sometimes have my pants open. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, so like I'm like semi-nude, you know, like so like when I see him coming up to open the door, and I'm like, shit.
Well, I didn't see him coming.
Yeah.
I was just gonna like, oh, like, sir.
He's like, oh,
I'm like, ¿cómo se llama? Not Kelso, not Hyde.
Fez.
Yeah. I'm like, whenever Red walks in on him, like showering, it's like, I don't know what you're thinking, but this showing free. It's like. And then
he does that? Yeah. Well, that's basically what it is. It's just a fancy place, you know. So like we pull up in the van, and you know we were supposed to be there for 3 hours. It was like from 6 to 9.
We were there for 3 hours.
Yeah. What is it? Well, it was a 6 to 9 gig, and so like I said, since they do valet, like it's like McLarens and like you know Lamborghinis and Corvettes pulling up, and then you see our white van. Que tiene los putazos everywhere, you know? And it was funny because when we pull up, they open the doors, we get out. I'm like trying to rush to put on my traje and shit. And then it's funny because like that whole front of the restaurant, you see all the cars like stacked up. And shit, $1,000 cars, like $100,000 cars.
$2,000 at least, bro.
They were used. But it was funny because you see that row of like vans, and cars and McLarens and everything. And at the very, and they put it on both times. They put it at the very end of the lot, but you could see. So it's like white van, and then everything else worth like 8 vans. You know, so it was like kind of crazy to see the difference. It was like finding a needle in a haystack. Like, it's just like I thought the white ass van, and then all these like badass supercars next to it. So it was just.
I'm just glad I didn't bring my Camry, bro. Like,
yeah. Your used Camry, right? Yeah. It was so like mine too.
Más respeto, güey.
Más respeto. I was like, ¿qué año?
17.
17. Yeah. Mine too. Like I was telling you too. So on Sunday I met up with these guys afterwards, and I pulled up, and then the valet was cool though, because like they were a bunch of like
Christian
young guys.
Castro?
Huh?
Christian Castro.
Do you look like him?
One of the guys. Yeah, you ever seen Christian?
No.
Like, do you remember the valet guys?
There was a lot of them. There was a bunch of guys.
The one with the green eyes.
He stuck around long enough to. Wow, he's got some pretty green eyes. Actually, yeah, I probably would have looked at him too. I'm like, hola. You can't look at a person with colored eyes because they're
honestly,
like,
bro.
They have their.
I feel like they know they have green eyes too, so they just look at you like.
Oh, they know they have green eyes. Wait.
I'm like, fuck you, bro. Look like this guy.
Nah,
you didn't see it?
Nah, I didn't see it. Well, I don't know. When I pulled up, they were real nice, and they come up to me, and and that's going to Mariachi. I'm like, pues sí, güey.
Así me he visto, you know?
Yeah, así me he visto. And he's like, te cuidamos la troca, jefe. I was like, damn, bro, I felt like a boss. Yeah. I was like, sí, comandante, like that kind of shit.
You just like toss him the keys. You just like,
keep it warm for me.
Yeah, and even inside when you hear when you accidentally eavesdrop like on the conversation, they're like, Apple stocks are like, going down or Kinsake, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, write it down.
I'm gonna have to look into that for my investments.
Like they're talking about like business corporate shit. I'm
man, I get it. That place like is definitely like If it even has like a cool vibe, man, because like when you go in there, it's dark.
Well, when you have money like that, I mean,
It's like a dark place. Like you walk in there and you can't see everybody's face like fully. It's almost like a club, but it's like where you can get like fine dining Mexican stuff, you know. So when you walk in, like it's got like a vibe to it already. And then not to mention that everybody in there was like dressed like to the fucking nines, bro. Like everybody had like a nice ass dress, or like the guys were wearing like full on suits, or at least like dress shirts y todo el pedo. So it just made you feel like very inferior. Like it started to make you feel like, you know, you're in a different tax bracket.
you know, you don't belong, bro.
You know, I'm in my humble charro suit, you know, walking around, you know, this is one of the nicer suits that we have, and you still feel like, che mequillo. Like you just, all these guys around you are just like made of money, you know, and it's like, you probably didn't pay taxes, huh? Just like,
For real,
it's like they're the ones that found all the loopholes. Y todo el pedo, like I'm over here todo humilde. It's like you actually owe 40,000. Like what? I'm going to jail, bro. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. It's a hell of a vibe in there.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but like, there's nothing Mexican about it.
No,
except for like the food.
The food. I mean, I think for the most part though, they are trying. Like they had like 5 different salsas, which I thought was cool. You know, remember, because they fed us afterwards.
My Taco Bell has 5 different salsas, bro.
They do. They have hot, Diablo,
fire,
mild, and they have a green salsa too.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm like, they ain't special. They're not special. Like, fuck you mean?
No, like I meant like they like los meseros si eran mexicanos. Yeah, like they would come to you. Estas son las salsas. ¿Quién sabe qué? ¿Quién sabe qué? And I was like, in English, please. Thank you. Like, you know, like
you're in America, please.
Yeah. I started feeling like I was in the red state. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is Texas. We speak. Nah, just kidding.
Oh, this guy had me on a grip, bro.
Oh yeah,
like,
talk about that.
Because we're like playing for some table, and then I guess the waiters realized like if someone was like had their birthday, like we could go play for him, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of those actually. Yeah.
So this guy came up behind me, bro, like into my ear, bro. Nah.
No, yeah, it's because there's loud music.
Like,
there's loud music playing.
Yeah.
So you said that he just came up to you,
right?
Yeah,
he was like, oye papi, disculpa por interrumpir, pero acá tienen una fiesta donde pueden tocar la mañanita, you know? And I'm just like...
I think the...
Manda papi. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm like...
It's because the thing that got you is like, oye papi.
Yeah. And then he was like, disculpa. And I'm like, oh, no, por favor. Por favor, bésame. No. No, come on.
Well, I ain't gay, bro, but... You know, I thought about it for a second.
I'm like, for a minute, this was just like... You know?
That line became curved all of a sudden. Yeah, so it's just like... I think it's... I told you, it's the accents, man. It's an accent. Like any accent that's not American, like mine, because mine, I don't know what mine is. It's something.
No, I think you said that. What was it? Cuban accents don't get you.
Well, that's the thing.
Venezuelan?
Yeah, I can't. Not every accent. Maybe it's because I have favorite accents.
I'm guessing Australian.
I love Australian, mate, or like British. You know.
Well, what?
You know, yeah, like you know, some Harry Potter ass motherfuckers, like Hermione ass accents. You know, like those kind.
Why you playing on Hermione? They all have these accents. Well, no, there's some Scottish people.
They're different. Yeah,
there's some like
Scottish.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. With the accents, man. Like I was telling you guys, like, man, amoro, güey. I don't know what it is. It's just like the way they talk. They just feel like they've lived a different life than me. You know, I want to get to know their experience. You know, so like I made this comparison. I was like, when I went to Epcot with my wife, I told her we went to at Epcot. They have like different countries. So you go to like Mexico, and then you go to like the UK, and then you go to like. What are the other one? China. Then you go to a different country, like every section of the park. And I remember we went to the where do they serve fish and chips? The UK, right?
Sure.
I was like, those are
no,
but yeah, I went out there and I went to go get some fish and chips, and they have people from those countries working at Disney. Did you know that?
Okay.
So they have like a program where they like come out and they do this thing or whatever.
They
right?
show you their culture or what?
Yeah, like they come out from those countries and work there, and then they like go back. But they like
cool.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy. So like you're talking to someone who's actually like fucking Scandinavian or whatever. So like you know it's pretty cool. And anyway, went up there and I was like, yeah, can I get the todo americano? Like, can I get the fish and chips? You know, like just as you know, man.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, love, what would you want anything else? And I was like,
Un beso. You're like,
un beso. And I don't know what it was. I was just like, I want to know more about you. Go with the other.
Bro, Sarah's gonna kill you, bro.
No, I told her afterwards. And I was all like, I don't know what it is, man. Like, access, man, amoro.
And Sarah just like,
She got all jealous. Yeah, she got all jealous. I was just like, no, but I was like, you don't feel the same. I was like, it's just me, man. I don't know. It's just the accent, man.
Well,
Tell me they lived a different life.
When does it come out on Wednesday? So on Wednesday you're gonna sleep on the couch.
See, wait. I gotta be truthful with the listeners, bro.
You're like John Sebastian, like tengo que ser fiel a mis emociones. Yo no fui infiel.
Yo no fui infiel. What did he say?
Because they asked him like, ¿es cierto que fuiste infiel? I'm guessing.
It's one of his exes or something.
Yeah, he's like, yo no diría que fui infiel. Like, le fui fiel a mis emociones.
Yeah.
I was like, ah, che perro, che abogado, güey. Like, finding the loophole.
He just said, he went around that curve. Yeah, man. No, but yeah, going to that restaurant, yeah, there's definitely like a lot going on there, and it was a cool vibe, you know, to play there. And then the whole time I'm thinking of like, because we played on Friday night, we didn't go to our planta, which is, you know, Burrito Logos, you know, and like there it's like the same clients every week, you know, like we already know who to expect for the most part. It's outside, it's hot. And then we go to this place that's like, this is like if Burros, this is like the opposite of Burros.
Yeah.
This is like Burros is on this end of the spectrum and the Mexican is like this end of the spectrum. So like going from that place to this place, we're like, damn, like Paco came with us this week. He was like, no, nada como el burros, güey. Like, aquí, aunque no me pague, güey.
No mames.
So I was just like, yeah, man. I mean, it's like completely the opposite. At the end, they fed us. You know, they gave us. Oh, did they give us water? They offered water, right, and stuff like that. So I was just. Well,
if you asked for water, I mean, they'll give it to you.
Like even the waiters after when they were serving us, they were like really nice about everything. And then yesterday too, I remember, you know how like they said like you guys, if y'all order drinks, like it's like y'all can that's separate. Like we'll give you the food, but you know if y'all order drinks or whatever,
like cocktails, like
like y'all can y'all have to pay for them. Did you see that the waiter girl or the waitress the waitress didn't charge Arturo?
Huh?
Yeah, she was like, no, it's okay. Or like, because I ordered a Coke and then like someone else ordered a Diet Coke and stuff like that. So she was like, no, you're good. She was just nice about it. So I was like,
bro, that's cool.
So I was like, damn, bro, na que ver. Allá en el burro, you had at Seafood Shack, bro. They'd be like,
yeah.
Look, motherfucker.
Do we still get working discount?
Huh?
Do we still get workers discount?
I don't think so. I don't know. I've never ordered drinks there. All I know is that I've never been pampered like that in my life.
By a planta?
So, by a planta, yeah. So, like, just being in
there.
Because
at Burros, too, like, they love, like, Don Luis and Boyo when they ask for, like, food. But, like, the one time me and Saul were like, oh, pues,
unos tacos,
8 tacos, or 6.
I think they charge.
And they're like, okay, that'll be $30. So, like, la perga.
Take out your wallet.
For real.
Shit. No, yeah, that definitely, it's different. It was
disparities, you know.
Yeah, and like again, like to play for Cinco de Mayo was kind of cool because, like, I mean, for being a restaurant, we didn't have mics or anything. We just kind of played different parts of the restaurant, and it was chill. Like people were like really into it for the most part, and you know, upscale people. The people were giving us tips and shit. You know, they would just like ask for a song, and we're like, you know, it's part of the house.
And they're like $100. I'm like, I saw that.
Yeah. Telling Arturo like,
yeah. Te estoy contando, cabrón.
Yeah. He's like, he pays me. He's like, what about the 500 in tips? He's like, oh,
para los trajes.
Yeah, es que los micrófonos tan caros y para la gas. You know.
$500.
$500 worth of gas. Yeah, but
sí, es que manejamos mucho. You know?
No, but it was definitely like a different experience. I'd love to go back. It was cool.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, I give up burros for that.
I'll give up burros for less, bro.
I understand.
No, yeah, it'd be cool to go there because like definitely. It was funny too because I told another teacher friend of mine. He's like, "How's your weekend?" I was like, "Oh, I played at this place called the Mexican." He's like, "I want to go there. Like, it's well known apparently." I was like, "He's like, yeah, I've been meaning to go there."
Well, I think I saw someone there like that I knew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they just walked past me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm poor here. Like, I guess.
Damn, it was like a high school. person that you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, I just saw like I recognized, but I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
It's just like I forgot it.
Yeah.
And then it came back right now. So it's like,
well, it's just cool that like Cinco de Mayo get like Arturo was telling me like a company, like the restaurant didn't hire us. It was like a entertainment company, you know, that hired us out because it's Cinco de Mayo. So they reach out to like artists or like mariachis, especially because I mean, because you know the national holiday in Mexico, Cinco de Mayo, you know, and they had us out there and they had us to perform. And you know what? It's cool. Like, okay, let me ask you this: like, does Cinco de Mayo like offend you if people are out there like Mexico drink?
No, I don't care.
I heard something about like Mexicans just don't get offended. They get offended at each other. They're like, hey, wait, this is mama's way to parto la madre, cabrón. Like, but like they, as far as like this shit, we don't get offended because it's like, you know how like they have like the mustaches and the sarapes and all that. I don't think I'd get offended.
Well, I don't think I've ever gotten offended. Like you know?
Where they say like Cinco de drinko, all that stuff. I mean, that's what you do. If anything, we're like,
I guess I never thought about it. I think if anything,
care.
like Mexicans would just be happy to like, like something from home, maybe, you know. Because I don't think like, because we are like a party people.
We are party people.
If
definitely,
if anything will go over your head and just be like, oh, a party, you know, like
yeah. What's today?
Yeah.
I thought everybody was just getting shit-faced today.
Yeah. I thought it was a cousin party.
¿Qué compa con una carnita asada?
Yeah. Exactly, you know.
It's just another day, you know. But
I heard stories like they do get offended with like the national anthem.
Who?
If you're like fucking it up.
Oh, well, that's like a nationality pride thing, though. It's like, no mames, you can't learn that shit. You know,
like,
but
I've heard like stories of like, or read stories maybe like someone's like I tried playing it like on trumpet like in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
And then like a cop like pulled a gun on him apparently like.
Oh dang.
Like seize, you know.
I was gonna say like. I was gonna say, well, Americans get like that too. Like when you fuck up the American national anthem,
which is a lot.
What do you mean?
Like in basketball games, like that always go viral. Of like,
yeah, I mean, no, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But nobody's getting a gun pointed at them because they messed up. You know, it's more like a.
Or like
my dumbass.
My favorite one is the one the Mexico anthem at a soccer game, but the guy fucked it up. Remember I showed you?
Oh yeah, and the people in the stands
just
like, what the fuck?
It's just like.
Oh yeah, oh you told me I didn't know about that.
You know that means like
when they say chinga tu madre?
Yeah.
But they do it in a whistle?
Yeah.
That's cool. I wish I had that kind of talent.
That's just fucking funny, bro. Like as soon as he finishes, everyone's just like.
Yeah. I love that that's Mexico's thing, bro. This means just fucking. That's so great.
But yeah, I don't think
Cinco de Mayo is cool for me because I mean it's like a. It's more work.
What happened in Cinco de Mayo, bro?
The Battle of Puebla. It was an unexpected defeat for the French army, and the Mexicans were underskilled and understaffed, and they still won. So it shows the perseverance and resilience of the Mexican nation and peoples. That's why.
Oh shit! Is it our Alamo? Like,
no, because the Alamo they lost.
Oh, you're right.
And that's the only building left. They say remember the Alamo because it was like a tragedy. Yeah. What a bunch of losers.
I'm like, we won our Alamo, bro.
Yeah, bro. We won. Yeah. What do you think I know, bro?
Yeah.
You think I knew? Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Good job, son.
Yeah, Battle of Puebla.
I was supposed to be like, oh, it's contra British.
It's the day after May the 4th, bro. Like, what the fuck? No, yeah. Oh, anyway, we haven't even gotten into the topic. So the topic this week was tell us your stories. Because again, like I like Cinco de Mayo because it's like for me, it's a whatever holiday. If I wasn't a mariachi, I probably would be like partaking into like unos compas. They call me up, hey bro, it's Cinco de Mayo. Let's go get some margaritas. I'd be like, hell yeah, brother.
You have white friends? Only a white friend was
in my fantasy. I have white friends, and they're all hitting me up like for some margaritas, and I'm like, hell yeah, brother. You know, like
so you're the person that brings inclusiveness into like the friend group.
Yeah, that's how I would see my life outside of mariachi, right? Like if I had no mariachi, I had like a bunch of friends. Everybody is named like Steve or
Jobs.
Steve Jobs. No, just Steve, Kyle, and Tanner.
Yeah, you should bring culture into him. Like, you guys want to try this thing called, and it's kite.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
you just
And I'm
bring
like,
them
it's just
on.
corn.
Yeah, yeah.
What the
And
fuck, bro?
they're
This is
like-
just corn.
And then they try to, this is the best fucking corn I've ever had in my
Yeah.
life, bro. Like,
And I'm like, it's kind of spicy though. And it's got like the like que no pica.
Yeah. No salsa. Like,
que,
no tiene nada de salsa.
no, la salsa que no pica. Güey.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like no tiene salsa. They're just like, damn, this cheese is spicy, bro.
It's ketchup, bro. Damn, bro. You got me thinking like, yeah. So like, if I didn't have mariachi, like, that's probably what I would do in Cinco de Mayo. I'd have some white friends, have the one black guy, and then the one Mexican, and we're like super diverse group. You know what I mean? Super diverse. Steve, Tanner, and Kyle are like, yeah, like I have Mexican friends. This is just me.
I can say way. You know?
Yeah, I could say way. Yeah, so that would be me, man. We're just going out, we're drinking, having margaritas, and being total sluts. You know what I mean?
Ay, way. You're like that girl. You're just like.
Oh yeah, the girl at the Mexican. She was like, anyway, so this next thing is we wanted to hear your stories from your Cinco de Mayo, because again, like it gives us an opportunity as mariachis to go out and get some work, you know. So this week and next week are going to be like the heaviest of the year. That's what I tell all my like friends that know that I do mariachi. I tell them the biggest weeks are like, you know, my my biggest weeks are always El Día de la Virgen, it's Cinco de Mayo, and El Día de las Madres, which is this next week coming up. So it's kind of like the biggest time of the year. So for us, I mean, it's a good opportunity for us to work. So we wanted to hear from you guys. What did you guys do for Cinco de Mayo? What were your things? Just tell us your little stories. We wanted to see. This person says, I'm not cool enough to gig anymore, but back in my day, Cinco de Mayo and it stops right there. Oh, and Mother's Day always fell during finals for school, so I studied between gigs. That's you right now, no?
Yeah.
How's that going?
I haven't slept in a week, so. If you notice, I've been very grouchy.
Yeah, you're always grouchy, though. You're always in a mood. Such a bitch.
Bitch. Yeah, me traen pa ni verga, but it's almost over, so.
When's your last day?
This Thursday?
Like school days or tests?
Like test. It's my last test.
Oh, really? Thursday and you're done? Oh, that's good.
Pero ya empezó esta semana, güey.
Okay.
It's my 10 de drinko, I don't know.
10 de drinko. Like Mother's Day?
Yeah.
¿Qué onda, jefa? Todo bien pedo.
I'm like, I have cats, so basically I'm a single parent, so I'm a mom and a dad, you know.
Both cats are like...
Yeah. That I haven't seen you in 10 days, bro. Like.
Yeah. No, yeah. So, yeah, that's true. Back when I used to be at Texas State, I always hated it because finals week, for some reason, is always... I always had a test on May 10th. I always had a test.
Or Día de la Virgen.
Or Día de la Virgen, which is all... Yeah, that's another thing. Día de la Virgen is always el tiempo de fall finals. So, like, it was always annoying because anytime that I had to do a final, like, I could have done gigs, I could have done that, or I had to study. So, like, mariachi got in the way of that. And it got in the way as in either I didn't get to study as much or I didn't get the opportunity to finish something.
Because I think we played all Friday night. And then we woke up. Did we wake up early for Saturday? No, Saturday I woke up early because I was doing work. And then we went.
Yeah.
And then
we
went.
A snap of you like doing like DNA shit or I don't know what the fuck.
And then we woke up early Sunday morning.
Yeah.
You didn't go, but like I think we went like at 11:30. So I think I woke up like at 8 to like get stuff done. And then on the way there I was working, and then we were back. Paco was like, "What are you doing, bro?" And I'm like, "Oh, estoy estudiando." He's like, "A ver," and I showed him, and it was like a picture of like DNA, and he's like, "Huh." He just fucking ignored me. He's like,
that's how interesting you are, bro. It's just like, oh, they just look away.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's exactly how it is, man. But I
Fucking
mean,
sucks.
like you said, it. Luckily, you're done by Thursday, and I know the heavy work for us is gonna start that Friday. El mero días de for Mexican Mother's Day, el 10 de Mayo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on Friday. I took the day off.
Bro?
I requested a day off, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, pa chambear.
Qué milagro, güey. Ya no vienes, güey.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
I missed one gig. I had to.
and then last week.
Huh?
And then last week.
What was that?
I don't know, but I feel like you're not here anymore, bro.
I missed like
no sé,
one
así
gig.
descuidados, güey.
Nah, way.
You were there on vacation with your kids, güey.
I'm never on vacation. I never go on vacation.
Bro.
Only in the summer.
Just like you're having a good time, bro.
Never having a good
Getting Division 1s y no sé qué pedo, güey. Nosotros acá, we're like, bueno en sol, I'm like...
Pues uno que trabaja, uno que es director, o sea, you would never understand, you know, the amount of time that I put into putting together a Division 1 program. You wouldn't fucking understand. I mean, all you do is fucking play on the weekends. You wouldn't understand the intricacies.
I don't know what it feels like to have insurance, you know? I don't feel what it has a 401k. Yeah, you're right, bro. Yeah, I don't know what it feels like.
I don't have.
I don't have salary. Yeah, it's cool. You know. Ahora culo, sígale.
I have a 403b. I don't have a 401k.
Point is, you have it, bro. You know what I have? Ni la bendición, güey.
Pues pasa tus clases, güey.
I am.
Para que agarres tu salary.
Salary.
And then you can be like me, bro. You can just level up. No, it's because it's hard, bro.
I want to be like Don Mike, bro.
It's like I told Arturo, like, I don't want to miss, but I only miss out of necessity.
Uh-huh.
I miss out of necessity. Like this one, it was a gig. I had to play a gig with my students. I had to.
You were playing?
Well, I have to be there and monitor. If one of them gets lost, it's on my ass. If one of them gets, airlifted into space, it's my ass. So I have to be there. Make sure that they're all chilling, that they're all good.
I feel like if they're the ones playing, you don't gotta be there, bro. You know, ellos son los que están sacando el jale, güey.
That's true. I can just be like, you know what, you guys figured out. No, but they're self-sufficient. It's just that as a teacher, you have the duty of making sure that they're there, and then they're all getting there to the same place. They ask a million questions. It doesn't matter how many times you tell them what time to meet. They're gonna ask a million questions. So you gotta make sure that you're there. So it's kind of.
Not that way.
I missed a 3-hour gig on Sunday because of that.
Yeah, you did.
You know, and if it were up to me, I would have gone.
It was a fun gig too.
And they fed y'all apparently.
Yeah.
Bullshit. ¿Está buenos? Fuck.
Yeah.
I missed out. No, but yeah, it's rough, man. It's all about the balance, and I wish I could do more, but I can't.
I'm just glad you're happy, bro.
I always say to the kids, I wish there were like 3 of me. You know, one could be here, one could be over there, one could be over here. But nomás soy yo, güey. And I'm already little as it is. Ni me ves. When I'm next to them, they're all tall. So I get lost in the crowd. You know, it's rough and
¿Pa qué vas?
Very demeaning.
¿Pa qué vas?
All right, the next thing is person says we played in a boxing ring. Ah, cabrón,
that's cool.
Canelo's fight.
That was a good fight, man.
Foot.
That was a good fight.
He always brings out mariachis. You remember when that got viral for a little bit? It was a mariachi. It was from San Antonio.
We knew him too. Was it?
It was I don't know if you know him. His name is Chris. He's got a group down there in San Antonio. I played with them for a little bit.
Okay.
They played like Rocky's theme song or something like that, and it went viral like on TikTok for a little bit. And it was pretty cool. So it's cool that like Canelo gives that opportunity to Canelo.
He was like, I want to thank myself.
He gives those opportunities to like mariachi musicians. Like he always comes out with like a mariachi and stuff like that. Because I mean, the entrance is a big part of like these sports like boxing, wrestling. Like entrance is what make it memorable. You know, you walk in, they're just like, they just like kind of warm up and whatever. And but yeah, I mean, a couple of years. What was it, like last year or something like that? Eddie put together like a song or something like that. He had like a grito. Eddie Lopez, remember that?
No.
Yeah, well, everybody was hyping him up. Remember on Instagram?
Everybody's hyping Eddie up all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Because he's that good. But he made like an arreglo or something like that for Canelo, and he played it like at his entrance or something like that. And
sounds like Eddie.
And it had like his grito, like Eddie talking. So it was like a big deal.
Okay.
So again, like Canelo like implements like mariachi, which is like cool because he's Mexican. Where's he from? Jalisco? Parece que sí, no?
I don't know, but he doesn't look like it.
He's a redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a little. What? You think it's because of the Spanish blood? Yeah, right.
Wouldn't it be like German?
Oh, Ireland has all the red hair. Yeah. So like that went and traveled to the Europeans, and then when they came down to Mexico and they mixed with the Mexican blood. That's why some guys have red hair.
Yeah.
I have red hairs on my beard.
That's more brown.
No, like when I go in the sun, it's like really red, bright red.
Okay, Irish.
I'm Scandinavian. Okay, I'm Irish. I'm Irish, mate. Oh, shit,
Yeah.
that's fucking British.
I just love how Canelo
Australian.
has to learn English because his translators are always trash. Like, remember I think it was they were talking in the ring and the translator was like, "Oh, okay, muchas gracias por venir." Or I guess in English, right? Like, you know, I try my best, and Canelo like, and like he's like, like keep it up.
He's like, that's why the motherfucker learned English, bro.
Like, yeah, that's why in the last one with Oscar La Hoya, he's like, no, like he steal money from me and he can take he said this whole fucking like he had it ready in his head. He's like, fucking bitch. Okay, it's like
motherfucker. I love that shit, bro. It really is like a little kid when they first learn like cuss words, bro. Yeah. Like it's like the opposite too for like kids that are Americanos, like, you know, they only speak English and I only know the bad words in Spanish. They're like pendejo. Or like pendejo, you know.
Yeah, I fucking love too, like I forgot what he said. I think he said like oh, estos par de imbéciles a mi izquierda, you know, and his rival is just like he's like, not me, bro. Like, he's like, right. La verdad no sé qué pasó.
It's funny. It's funny when you're a fucking straight up menace like that, and you can actually just whoop ass. Like, you can say whatever you want. Like that's how fucking Conor McGregor could just feel like he can say whatever he wants. So who the fuck is that guy? Like,
that's why you wife in me DMs.
Yeah.
So like, oh fuck.
You can just say whatever he wants, and because he can like literally kill you, bro. Like, you know how much power that is.
And then they broke his leg.
Yeah. And then it's funny because like then like the opposite of that is like those tweets where it said like all that, it's like a motherfucker working out todo pinche mamado way, like doing all these fucking exercises, and it's like all that just to get shot by me. Like,
no,
me with my 9, bro, just like
it was like, my 8mm.
Yeah, it's like motherfucker. Yeah, but it's crazy. Playing in a boxing ring, yeah. So that's I've seen Heido did that one time, I remember.
Oh, bro?
They played like at a boxing ring, and you know they come out with like a mariachi.
I want to go to a boxing match.
I like watching like the audience POV, like someone that like records, because like you can't really see it on TV sometimes, but like when they're fighting and they slow it down, you see all the sweat go everywhere. But I bet you like when you're in the POV of like the audience member, you know how they have like the lights and shit. So like whenever they hit a big punch, you just see all the fucking sweat go everywhere. Yeah. So you just hear like, doo, and then you just see a fucking motherfucking
you
head,
see like a
bobblehead, bro.
You see like a spray, it's just like That's want to go.
Let's go.
I like boxing more than UFC.
Let's go to. I've always wanted to go to a wrestling show.
Wrestling's different. It's fake, bro. Te vas a enojar. ¿Te vas a quitar?
No, I want to go. So I can be like, whoa. You don't even know what that is, right?
No. Is it Queen? Ew.
You're stupid. Okay, so this person goes, last year at a gig at a restaurant, I ran into Ezekiel Elliott, player for the Cowboys. You know who that is?
I understood that reference.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Zeke?
He's like the goalie, right?
The goalie? You're dumb, bro. No, he was the running back for the Cowboys.
You don't even know.
They just brought him back.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's coming back to the Cowboys.
We're gonna lose, bro. I say we. You're gonna lose.
I'm not. I don't like the Cowboys.
Lose. Huh?
I don't like the Cowboys.
I know. That's why I catch myself. It's like we.
Do you ever get this? Like, is there anybody ever asked you like where you're from? You're like from Fort Worth, or like you live in Fort Worth, and they're all like, "Oh, Cowboys, right?"
No.
Never had that?
No, I get where are you really from? It happens at school all the time, bro. Like, we're talking. Like, I think we're having like a conversation. They're like, so where are you from? I'm like, oh, Fort Worth. No, but where are you really from? So you're Mexican, right? I'm like, culero.
You're like,
it's like, yeah, I'm from Mexico. It's like, yeah, I have Mexican friends. I'm like, yeah, that's why you asked.
Yeah. It's me, bro. I'm their Mexican friend.
At one point, bro.
Get there, see it. No, yeah, I get that all the time. Anytime I travel, like, you'd be surprised how many times, like when I went to New York with my wife, we went out there, and I guess they get a lot of tourists, especially the time that we went. It was Christmas time, and it was New Year's. So, like, New York was just overrun with like tourists. So like there's people from everywhere. You'd be surprised how I told you I felt like the only Mexican there. Like I literally did. Like nobody looked like me, bro. Like everybody like.
Well, it's not a Gran Plaza, bro. Like, what the fuck were you expecting? Stay away. You're up north.
Gran Plaza.
Pues sí, güey, like.
That's so true.
It's because what were you expecting? Fucking.
No, if you don't know what that is, okay, like Gran Plaza here is like the Mexican mall, bro.
It's
So
like
like,
Bow Heights, bro.
is that what it is in California?
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, over there, the Gran Plaza, like, you're right. Everybody looks like you.
Stay away.
Pero bicho mexicano, güey. It's like a straight up Mexican mall. So like when I went to New York, I remember just being like, whoa, like nobody looks like me here, you know, like so it was just like trippy to see, you know, like all these tourists. So like any place that we went, like the people that work there, like the clerk or whatever, they always say like, oh, so where are you guys coming from? So we always say like Texas, we're from Texas. And then they always ask like, oh, but like from where? Oh, Texas. I know a couple of people from there or whatever. Like, where are you from? We're all like Fort Worth. And usually the response to that is, where? You know? And I'm like, Fort Worth. Like, Fort Worth's got like millions of people in it, you know? And then they're all like, Fort Worth. And we're all like, it's next to Dallas. Like, oh, Dallas. Oh, how about them Cowboys? Like, they always say that. And we're always like, It's very like disappointing to them. They're always like, Chiculero, you don't like the Cowboys, like, you know, because they're America's team, like literally America's team.
Yeah.
So like it's the most popular team. So like everybody like loves the Cowboys. Doesn't matter where you. We've gone to Colorado and California. Like everywhere we went, like they've always said like, oh, how about them Cowboys? You guys are from Dallas. Oh, that's awesome. Like, you must love the Cowboys. It's like, no, we don't. Sorry, you know, they get so disappointed, bro. They're just like, oh.
They're like, how's Tony Romo? We're like, I don't fucking know. Like,
say wait.
He's in his mansion, bro.
He's in his mansion.
Retired.
He lives in Dallas, probably chilling, probably, you know, just living his life, living it al cien, you know. So I don't fucking know, you know. But yeah. So if I run into, I've never run into like a player or anybody famous.
Whatever you have, you just haven't.
Maybe we have.
You're not observant.
It could have happened at the Mexican, bro. Like, remember when we went to that little private room? They took us in there, and there was people like smoking cigars. Yeah. When we were in there, I remember just thinking, like, bro, I'm pretty sure people here, they're all fucking crypto, Bitcoin, business, Dow Jones.
Some pinches primos de Mark Zuckerberg, bro.
Pinche Mark Cuban probably wasn't there. El primo del Peso Pluma, güey. No sé. Like, players from the Cowboys. Like, everybody was in there just smoking cigars, chilling. We played a couple songs for them. And those are the ones where we played a song and they're like, oh, thank you. And they have like a bill rolled up.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, thank you, appreciate you. And then they, you know, we leave.
It's just loaded, bro.
And I'm just like, bro, let's stay here. Like, let's just stay here. Like, they're actually tipping us, bro. Like, it's crazy.
It's fucking. I guess going back to that, like, it's weird that the restaurant's called the Mexican, but I don't see any Mexicans like going there to chill. You know?
Oh no,
because I feel like a Mexican would go to like una taqueria, you know.
Burritos locos, so,
yeah, exactly. Like,
it's BYOB,
yeah.
Like, you pull up with your 12-pack, you just fucking chill there and like watch us, like.
Yeah, but it's this restaurant called the Mexican, and you walk in, and it's like white people like drinking like palomas.
That's the thing, man. You can't walk in; it's a valet.
Walk into the restaurant.
I can imagine like un vato llegando con su 6-pack, güey, and like walking in.
They're like, sir,
you need to get out of the car. He's like, ¿por qué? I don't want it. You know?
No, I can drive. Like, that's how I got here.
He's like, no, I'm not drunk. He's like, step out of the car from me. He's like, ¿por qué? Why?
I'm not drunk.
You ever been arrested before? Yes, a lot of times. You see the video? Yeah, but it's definitely not. The Mexican, that restaurant is definitely not a place you could just walk into. It looked like everybody was there to like have a good time, drink or whatever, but like they knew they had been there before. They have money. They know that the bill's gonna be at least like $400 or whatever the fuck. I told you, I had $4 signs on the. Well, I asked you because
when they fed us, they gave us 3 tacos, and then this bowl of like beans and rice. And I was like, how much do you think like this is worth? Because on tres taquitos, I was hungry after.
Yeah, it's not. It's.
I was like, how much do you think you pay for that plate? I think you said like $40. Like for.
I was like, this shit's probably like $30 to $40.
You know, I'm gonna look at the menu, bro.
Look it up, bro. It was tres tacos. You know what? I'm gonna look it up too.
No. You keep talking. One of us has to keep talking, bro. Like.
Yeah, you're right. So it was. ¿Qué te voy a decir? So. No, because they did give us the plate. Like they were just like, we're gonna feed you guys. All right, badass. And then the first day, I remember thinking like, oh, but they're gonna feed us, but they're not gonna give us a whole lot because they gave us 3 chicken tacos, which is like,
Oh, the first time?
nobody gets
was-
tacos de pollo, way.
Yeah.
Esas cosa de güeros, like for real. Like, can I get 3 chicken tacos, please? Like, no, you can't. Grow up, you know. So then the second time we played, they gave us tres tacos de. It was like asada, right? It was steak. It was actual steak. So we had those. Those were better. I liked those more. But they didn't give us the little tostadas with the salsas. That's what I wanted. But they didn't bring it out this time. And they gave us a bowl of rice and beans, and it was in the same bowl. And I swear that shit just looks so pretty. The way, like, you could tell, like, presentation's a big thing there.
Yeah.
So like they gave it to you in this little potpourri freaking bowl, and it just looks nice. It almost makes you feel bad eating it. You're just, But yeah, it's definitely that whole place. I can just tell that your bill, if you're going with your girl, you're spending a little bit. You're gonna spend a little bit, and then you gotta tip the valet guys.
So it's called filet and bone marrow, beef tenderloin, bone marrow, piquin limon, chives, onions, and cilantro. That's kind of what we got, right?
Okay.
$29.
So $30.
This is not adding. It's not including the
Rice and beans.
Yeah. Where do I find that?
Probably on the sides.
Ooh.
Or antojitos or some shit like that.
Hot shareables. Quesito, crispy pork belly, chicharrón de ribeye.
That sounds good, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry. Cortez. No, I don't see it.
While you do that, this person says, I was playing with a Ballet Folclórico group, and one of the dancers took my bow with their, I don't know how to, it just says that. Maybe with them? Yeah, I think he messed this up. He just said, well, basically, someone took their bow from the Ballet Folclórico.
Why?
And just, I don't know. Some people just have the audacity, you know? It's like when we went to that, remember when we went to play for the bartender's family?
Yeah.
The
guy just grabbed it?
Yeah, Boyo put down his violin to go. I don't think anybody told him, right?
Yeah.
He went to the restroom to go pee, and then, because he always leaves it like by the box, so he left it there. And as he's walking out or whatever, someone there has the audacity, just looks at a violin, he's like, I can play that. So he picks it up and he starts doing this. He's just like playing with the bow and the violin and just deciding to play it. And it's like, dude, it's an expensive instrument. Like, people don't think that. También pues andan tomados, you know, they're usually people at parties don't have the best decision-making skills at that point. But it's like, dude, think about it. Like, why would you go? It's not like exactly. It's like if I went to like a welder and he's like, I'm gonna go pee, I'm not gonna go to his welding equipment and be like, start welding shit together.
I will have the intrusive thought of like, do it. Like,
no, yeah.
Like weld something.
You fight intrusive thoughts all day, you know? You see a zebra and you want to mount it, but you can't because it's not.
What do you mean by that, my boy?
Like, you can't get on the zebra.
You can't ride it?
You can't ride it. You can't ride it. Man.
You shouldn't.
You go to a bank. You can't just tell them, give me $1 million. You go to jail, you know? Like, those are intrusive thoughts you fight all day, you know? But they're not necessarily the best decisions. But that's why you don't do them. And these people see a violin. They're like, I can do that. It doesn't matter that it's somebody else's thing and that I don't own it and that I don't know how to play a violin. By the time they think about it, they're already...
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a good idea, is what I'm saying. It's not necessarily something that you should do.
Yeah.
You should fight because if I'm playing in Ballet Folclórico, y'all just dance. You don't know how to play. What are you doing with my bow?
Take their shoe, bro. You're like, because it took your bow, so you take their shoe.
Take your tap shoes. I'll just take them home and just be like, you know,
al fuego, way. Al fuego? Like on a fire?
You're gonna fire? Well, that's just mean. Why are you gonna burn?
Well, isn't it mean to take your bow?
Yeah, but I'm not burning their shoes.
Just a mí. Nunca me apoyas, güey. Like.
I'm not that much of an asshole, you know. I'll let it happen.
Comes.
Someone bought me a shot of tequila. Oh, this is continued in messages.
We gotta read.
I don't know how to read, bro.
Stop saying, bro.
Bro, I say bruh. I always said bruh.
Oh, there's another one too.
Yeah, someone bought me a shot of tequila at the restaurant we were playing at, but I was in the middle of playing when they handed it to me, so I kindly asked them to set it down at the table next to me, and I would take it between the songs. Well, some random ass man took the shot instead, and I didn't get to take the shot. How rude.
That's very sad.
Good for that guy though, you know, like just walking by.
Initiative, you know. It's
You
just-
know, you took the initiative just to be like, I see it's unattended, you know, and I think at this point I deserve a shot. So I'm gonna take it. So he's like he's the one that let that intrusive thought, you know, pass by.
So just like a little bit. Fuck it.
He's like, me la chingo.
Yeah, me la
takes-
chingo.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's like it's something you shouldn't do, but he did. And I'm sure he didn't even feel bad about it. He was like, I deserve this, you know. So he took it and off he went. Now, is it a bad situation for this person who just lost their shot? Yeah. But I mean, think about it. Maybe you made them happy. So I don't know why I'm vouching so much for this guy.
What's the context? Where's the story?
It's
Did she they gave it to her and then she left it?
Yeah, she left it there because
Unattended?
she's like, I can't take it. I'm playing. So I'll take it between the song. Like, you know, in between songs. So she put it down. You know?
Sounds like, you know, el que se fue a la villa. Perdió su silla, you know. You gotta stay on it, man.
Yeah.
I personally would just drink it right then and there. Yeah.
Personally, I
I'm
would
like, can we
just,
pause?
in the middle of your guitar.
Yeah.
She was like, nah, that's good. You guys got it.
Yeah.
Me la chingo.
I'm like, chale a me. You're always doing my shit anyways.
Yeah.
You're like, bing, boom, bing. So I'm like, I'm covered, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I know? No.
I am the chosen one.
Dude.
What's the next? Oh, someone else said that. Said this. Oh, that's just a question. No one doesn't. And the last thing someone said was Mario. I posted that video of Arturo. I forgot I had that video. It's a video of I think I went to the restroom and I came back. Anytime I go to the restroom, the only one that can play vihuela in my absence is usually Arturo. Arturo can play everything. When you go pee, he plays guitarrón. When I go pee, he plays vihuela. And he plays trumpet. That's his main instrument. He sometimes tries to play violin. He can't, though. You know, he tries, you know. Le hace la lucha.
That's fair.
And on this time, I went to go pee. And when I came back, I thought he usually like carries the vihuela, like just with his hands, like and just plays like that. But this time he had Boyo holding the bottom, you know, and just kind of holding it up for him while he Chan. And I don't just leave whenever I want. It's usually like on a song that I know they can handle without me. Like a simple ranchera lenta, una ranchera, you know, un bolero así, like a simple one, you know, so that when I leave, it doesn't necessarily, you guys won't miss me, you know. Like,
That's fair.
I'll be back. So then when I come back, he's playing like that. He's playing without his strap. Oh, so anyway, Mario messaged him to hit up Marabuntas Talis.
I was gonna ask him about that. He's an entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur. He started making them. He started making straps. I like those because like I used to use the really thin straps too for vihuela, but they kind of started digging into my shoulder a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So the ones that I use now,
They're thicker.
they're a little bit wider.
Oh.
I don't want to say my idea on here.
Okay.
Someone's gonna take it. I've had an idea for a strap for a long time. I even tried to get someone here at the stockyards to make it for me, but then he said no.
Why? It's too intricate.
I guess
It's a whole fucking contraption, bro.
it is kind of a whole.
It starts with like on your legs, like
They're like suspenders.
Like yeah, like
I have an idea for a strap design for me, obviously, and then for charros. But it would be like a custom thing, you know. So I have an idea for it, but I need someone with the skill and know-how to make it for me because I don't have the skill.
I feel like you can also go to like a
a leather good thing.
Huh?
Like it's made out of leather, but I have the design in my head.
I'm saying you could probably go to like a sastre, like they can do it for you.
A sastre.
Yeah.
They make pants.
Because they have the machine to like just put stuff together.
Yeah, but it's like a whole thing. It's like leather work.
I know, but to make like a prototype.
It's more like a person that makes like belts and shit. That's why I thought the stockyards, because they sell belts. And they sell. They're like, ¿qué onda, primo?
Get it.
No, get it. No, si quieres.
O sea, yo vendo botas. Yo vendo botas, güey, no mames.
¿Cómo ves la política, amigo?
¿Cómo ves AMLO, güey?
Sí.
La gente está feliz.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had this idea. I just gotta get it into fruition. Maybe during the summer or something. I don't know. But that's something that I want to do. Let's get into Charro Chat.
I thought we were already doing it.
No, that was just all the other things.
Oh.
Yeah. This person, we don't have a lot. We only 2. Oh my God.
Wait, you do it kind of late, bro.
I did do it kind of late. I'm kind of the worst. Any experience or / advice for traveling with an instrument on a plane?
Pray, bro.
Ponte a rezar,
Like, I think I've traveled a total of like maybe 6-7 times with like a harp. And I mean, luckily they've been nice. But I've heard stories of like Willie tenía un arpa de este Mario Rosales, who's like a really good luthier. And he doesn't have it anymore for that reason,
Oh, did they break it?
Yeah.
What? Is it that black one he had for a long time? It broke?
They broke it.
We need to ask him on the episode. I never knew why he...
Yeah, I asked him about it because he studies in Villegas.
Oh.
And Mario Rosales is like a really good, like, chingon brand.
Mm.
And he told me about it. He was like, no, pues this happened.
No, I guess
I was like, that fucking sucks, bro. Like,
yeah. I think that's the worst way to lose an instrument.
Yeah.
Like, the worst ways, well, I guess there's only 2 ways, right? You could either, like, straight up lose it. Like, maybe you leave it behind somewhere, or you left it somewhere and it gets stolen. Like, that would be the worst. And then the second one would be to see its demise, like see it die. Like
I think
it gets broken.
I think the worst feeling is when it breaks and it's not your fault.
Por eso
like,
digo.
When
like,
someone
who does it, like you take care of your instrument, for the most part, right? Yeah. So like, you hit it and it's like, like you hear a putazo and you're like, oh fuck, like that's on me, Some fucking dumbass decides to grab it and it falls, or like they mishandled the case or whatever and it breaks. You're just like, I'm not the dumbass. You're the dumbass.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're the one trying. You've been succeeding. You have a streak of like
consecutive days without incident.
And then like and then it's worse if it's like non-repairable. Like
Yeah.
Nah, valió verga, yeah.
Now once it becomes firewood, man, and there's no coming back, it's like it's kind of like it's dead.
Yeah.
And you killed it. And
it's not gonna have the same sound if you decide to repair it. It's not gonna feel the same, So
at that point,
I mean, I would say take an instrument that you are not so fond of,
But that's the thing, though. Like, you want to play your instrument.
I know, but like that to not playing it again forever,
I think, well, yours is different because it's a harp, right? Like a harp, I think it has to go under the plane.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've had like good experiences. Like, me han hecho el paro where like they just take it like in a different part of the cabin.
Yeah.
Where like,
okay. So it went on top with other people. Oh, okay.
So like I've had like that, but I've heard stories of like people like that they see their or like where they see the I don't think it's supposed to, but like, they see like the instrument like on the little spinning thing where they deliver the luggage.
Baggage claim.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, that's the worst because now someone just grabbed it and it's just like
boom. Yeah. And it fucking has a huge ass fragile sticker on it.
Yeah. And for me, it's like they've told me like, oh, well, like someone took it to this office, like go to this office and pick it up, and it's there like nice and safe, Compared to that shit, you're just like, and then you see it coming, like you see like a big. I think Adrian Perez one time.
What?
He has like a hard case, and like he's taking like he's had like custom cases like made for that. Like, so like I think he shared a picture once of like the case, like you could see the harp, because it got fucked up so much.
Oh.
Like without opening the case, like it had like a thing. I think it was him, and it's just scary because like if he hadn't had like a special case made for it, like the harp would have been the one that you can see through. You know,
that's the end, bro.
It's like fuck. So yeah, that's what I would say. Like take an instrument that you're not so fond of.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I think I'm lucky enough to where I think my instrument can be a carry-on.
Yeah,
my vihuela is tiny enough, so I've always taken it up like in the cabin. See, pues if it's a bigger thing, I know I've heard of people that buy a separate ticket for their instrument, which is crazy. Just pack it up the best you can, and if those motherfuckers break your shit, sue them.
Yeah, take pictures before you leave.
Take pictures, anything, bro.
Because
they got billions of dollars.
Because they'll try to get out of it. They'll be like, how do you know it wasn't like this? Like when you brought it in.
Ni mergas. Yeah.
Bring me the tapes. I don't know.
I have the proof right here, buddy. And then last question. How did this podcast become a thing? I love what you guys are doing. Been here since day one.
Well, then you would know if you're here since day one, bro.
I was like,
I feel like we're being literally. We can be like a little mean on these. Like,
what? How many times we've been asked this? Yeah. Again, I won't answer for you. So this podcast came out. How did this podcast come out? I had the idea for a while.
It all started with an idea. I think I brought it up to Victor because the same way that we talk on this podcast is basically how me and Victor talk outside of here. So I think when we got the whole thing together, I just asked him, like, it'd be cool to have like a mariachi podcast where all the stories that you hear cotorreando with your friends, and because a lot of the times that's the thing that scared me about this podcast. Mariachi is like such a cliche. I want to say cliche. It's very important to people, you know. So whenever they hear about mariachi, they want it to be heard in the sense of like it's this beautiful music, which it is. You know, it's very sacred to a lot of people. People have a lot of opinions of how it should be and how it should be talked about. So I was kind of scared to put it out there and, you know, talk about stuff that goes on at a gig, like the real shit, the stuff that you wouldn't hear unless you actually talk to someone that does it. So me and Victor, I brought it to Victor because Victor is very quiet, but he's pretty funny, you know, and funny looking.
También, and you know, I just figured like both of us could just record what we already talk about and then put it out in a podcast. So that's basically what the idea was. And I think, again, we weren't the first. There were a couple of podcasts out there that were mariachi, you know, but I think we are the first in this format where we had two people. We both currently do it. We still do it. And, you know, we talk about it in this sense, you know,
we're very involved in it. You know?
Yeah, we're still very involved in doing mariachi in this way. So we talk about it. So I think this is the first of its kind where we try to implement, you know, comedy, and we're just trying to talk real stuff that we go through. I mean, everything is 100% real. Like, we don't make up any of the shit that we go through.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you looking at?
I'm like, huh?
You're like, I be pretending. No, like, that's the shit that happens, you know, like, I'm being straight up. So, like, whenever we talk about it, it's like, it's real, you know, so, and it's stuff that we go through. So we can't really speak for anybody else is going through unless we have a guest, you know, but for the most part, this is like our story. What the fuck has been going on with us, you know? So that's kind of how it started. Started during COVID, like a lot of podcasts did. And, you know, we were like, let's just see what happens. And 129 episodes later is where we're at.
We're here.
Kind of crazy. Still here.
Mm-hmm.
Barely, but hacemos la lucha.
Aquí andamos.
Aquí andamos. Yeah. So, if you would like.
This one left.
Oh, yeah. You say it since you haven't pulled up already.
Fuck. I can't read, bro.
Read.
It says, Mayo University just started a mariachi program, and I want to get a master's just so I can join it. What the fuck? Well, would y'all go back to school for this, or am I crazy? You're crazy, bro.
I think one thing I always tell everybody is I miss college. I just don't miss class, bro. Fuck. I was a good student in high school because I did my work and I would just turn in things. And I realized how easy high school was. You just have to show up. my parents didn't let me skip school, so I had to go to school a huevo. You know, like my mom wasn't the type like, oh, you don't want to go to school today, sweetie? Like, te puedes quedar en la cama. Like, ni mergas, güey. If I got late, if I got a call says that I was late, mom's like, que llegaste tarde en la clase, and I'm like, ma, it's because this happened. Like, no, me hablaron de tu escuela, and I'm like, fuck. Like, so my parents were really on my ass with that kind of stuff, you know. So, and if anything, it taught me to just be punctual with like assignments, turn in your stuff, like, and even then, like teachers will let you make up shit. It wasn't until I got to college that I was like, oh, so that's not. You know, some teachers warn you. They're like, in college, that's not how it is. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
a
remember
lot of the
that.
teachers are more chill. Like, they don't really care because it's like they're getting paid either way. Like, if you fail, like that's on you. Like, you're the dumbass. You know.
Yeah.
So like for them, they're chill. A lot of them will just or they're very straight up with what they want. And if it's not that, 0, boom, you fail. Retake the class. Have fun. You know. So you learn that pretty quick. And I don't miss the stress of college at all. I just miss the atmosphere, like getting to hang out with my friends and meeting new people, and you know, not having a care in the world, not having bills like how I do now. You know, so I miss that. So, well, would I go now in this position in life? If someone offered me to go back to school, I would only go if like they paid me, like they'd have to pay me to go to school, like where they pay for my classes.
Like for your masters?
Yeah. Where they're paying me, like just go get your masters, and you know. Well, we got the rest. I'm like, bet, let's go. You know, but even then, I'd be like, but I got to do work. You know, like, yeah. At this point, it's just like, if you're in that position that you want to go back, I would say like make sure that it's nothing that's getting you in debt. At this point, debt is the worst.
True.
But just like if they're paying you and you're chilling and you're having
What does it
fun,
say? Plan it
do
out.
Plan it out, yeah.
Because a lot of people think that, like, they want to be like something, but it's like you need more than an education to do it. You know?
What do you mean?
Like me, like I want to do physical therapy, right? But it's not just your undergrad. It's also like
Oh, I see what
like
you're saying.
prereqs, and then like maybe some outside stuff that you gotta do, you know, and see if you want to do it, because that's the problem. In my major, at least, they're like, "Oh, I want to be this," but they don't realize how much you have to go through. So like they end up dropping out by the end.
Yeah.
So like make sure like you want to go back. Wait, this is not what we're talking about. She just said.
Yeah, but that's what she would have to
I
do
know,
her masters.
but it got too serious for this, bro.
No, but you're right. Like, in order for her to go back to do her master's, she needs to realize that she'd have to plan out she's doing what she wants to do.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Like, the mariachi is separate. I mean, unless she's trying to do, like, mariachi as a teaching profession, or I don't know. But I'm pretty sure her
From a
school...
master's?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's just, like, you know, the mariachi starting
doing
out.
it.
Which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Mariachi starting up in college is a great thing because now... I mean, I only had one... When I finished high school, I wanted to keep doing mariachi. I only had 2 options to do that. I either go to Texas State University where they have like a program and, you know, they're building it now to where you have a mariachi major or a mariachi minor. And then you have the RGV where you can go down there and you can go travel and do tours and be part of the most popular and one of the more successful college programs in Texas, in the country. Everybody knows Mariachi Aslan. You know, a lot of people know Mariachi No Generacion, which I was a part of. But like now, no, but like now, you know, I know UNT had one for a while. TWU is starting up.
Yes, dude.
Wesleyan, TCU. These are just groups that are here in you know, in Texas, you know, close to here. Pero I'd like to think that other states are also doing it. I know there's some in Arizona, New Mexico, California. You know, it's a great opportunity. But find one that suits you. Don't just go for the mariachi. Go because you have a, like you said, have a plan. Because eventually, you have to get out and get a job. That's what I tell all my students. Like, no matter what you do, I tell my students a lot of like life advice because I want them to go on a good path. Like, so I tell them like, you don't got to go to school if you don't want to. Okay, but find a trade school. Find something you have to do because at the end of the day, if you don't find anything you got to do, next time I see you is at McDonald's. I'm gonna be like, bro, just put my fries in the bag, bro. Like,
Those are some of my students too.
it's just like you got to do something. You have to realize that you're gonna have bills, no matter. Even if you're a bum, you're gonna have bills, like, or at least debt collecting. You know, so you got to find something you want to do.
Those are some of my students too. Like, because I always ask them like, what are you gonna do after high school? And they're like, one wants to go to like trade school, the other wants to go to like UNT. I'm like, I'm sure whatever you guys are gonna. I always have like, cause they send me like texts like, hey, like we made it to this, or like we.
Yeah. You just
and
catch up with
stuff.
them, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and I always have like not a hard heart, I guess, but I'm just like, oh well, like whatever you guys are gonna do, like I'm sure you're gonna get very very far.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are very talented. Just stick to it,
Yeah.
Have a plan. Like, don't just be like, quiero ser un astronauta, because there's barriers to it, like make sure like you have a game plan.
Yeah.
And it's always like, just be conscious of what you're gonna do with your time.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I got very serious for what she asked. She was just like,
no, I mean, this is all things to consider, man. Like, at some point, you got to make a decision about your life. And
why am I still like?
Kid?
No, it's because I was like this stupid shit and I noticed the camera was on me. I'm like,
oh yeah, my bad. No, yeah, it's just at some point you got to realize that you got to make decisions about your life. Like sometimes it gets hard, man. Like
this girl's like, I was just kidding.
I was just intrigued by this question. You still haven't answered it. No, I'm like, listen, god damn it. It's because you got to make decisions on your life. Like you can't just sit around and do nothing. Like students right now, like especially the young ones, man. Like I feel like they just, and this probably like every generation ever, but they think life is easy, man, and it's not. Like you got to find ways to move on from whatever you're doing. Once you hit high school graduation, the next step is, what do I do now? Because you don't do anything. Once August rolls around and you don't have a plan, you're sitting at home while kids are going to their senior year or their junior year or whatever, and you're going to see that online, and you're just going to be watching PBS. That's what I did. Like, that's what happens like during school. Like during the school hours, it was like Maury, Jerry Springer, Sesame Street.
José Luis sin censura.
Ándale. So unless you got nothing to do, like that's what you're gonna be doing, bro. Like that's what's gonna be on TV. Like there's nothing else.
Still live, bro.
Yeah,
I miss it.
It was kind of nice, like, bro. Well, I used to worry about
like the first like 2 days is nice.
Yeah.
After that, I'm like, fuck.
¿Qué hago? I feel like my dad when it doesn't work.
Yeah.
He's like he starts cutting the grass or like rearranging bricks. I'm just like. Anytime you told me, hey, man, I knew I was in for an 8-hour shift, dude. Like,
for real.
I was like, shit.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't have that. But
you think either way. Next time I'm gonna call you so you can come help. I'm like, I know he's not doing nothing. I'll call his
you send me
up.
your snap, bro.
Yeah.
You with your cat.
Put in a shift. Aquí en el lonche. It's just like me as una torta. So just figure out what you want to do, and even if you mess up, you can always start over, but you got to make decisions on your life. But yeah, to answer your question, sure.
For funsies.
Yeah, for funsies, just join the group and see if you like it.
I don't think you have to join. You can just like show up. Yeah, it's not monitored. It's not like
I mean, it's still and it's probably starting.
Because I'm guessing it's still like a club, maybe. Like
probably, yeah. Just show up and see what happens. Maybe you find your future husband or wife there, and
or future husband and wife. I don't know.
Or maybe you get more single, even more single. Like
maybe you get a drinking problem.
Maybe
like me.
You start doing meth.
No, it's not very common in Mariachi. Maybe you start doing.
I just meant in general.
Oh.
Well,
thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you for guys for listening to the podcast.
Yeah,
kind of ended it on a grim note.
I know. It's just think about your life, guys.
Think about your life. Yeah.
Have a good rest of your week.
What was it?
Descansen.
What was that thing?
Stop something.
It was like droguense.
He's like, you can say, güey, de drogas de pequense,
Ustedes que están jóvenes.
Sí, tiene el cerebro muy limpio, güey. Ya, sí, pura cheve y mota,
Sí,
no, cheve y coca. Or what is that?
I don't know what he said. He's basically saying, like, you guys are young, like, party it up, live a little. You know? But no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not saying don't do that. Anyway, so rate, subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, because, again, we don't want to disappear into the limelight. We want to go into the forefront. I don't know what that means. But tell your friends that we have a Mariachi podcast. And tell them to listen and subscribe and like the posts,
Share with your friends.
Share. Rate us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. You're able to give us 5 stars if you want. And
you guys have a good night, day, or
lunch. Have a good week. Prepare for Mother's Day. It's going to be a heavy week, but we believe in you. We want you to make a lot of moms proud. We want to make sure you get a good paycheck, but go out there and have a good time. And hydrate. Because it might be hot.
Yeah.
So,
bye, guys.
See you guys later. My bad.
Oh, ¿ya lo pago?
Sí, por favor.